Okay, listen up, GoHighLevel agency owners. We are diving into a highly technical, absolutely urgent explainer today. We're going to audit reputation automation. Because here's the reality. If you're still running the exact same review generation workflows you built a couple of years ago, you are sitting on a massive liability. So let's break down the strict new architecture of digital trust in 2026.
Here is the blueprint for what we're covering. We've got the revenue of reputation, the automation engine itself, the very dangerous review gating trap, email deliverability, and we'll wrap up with how to actually build compliance systems. All right, part one, the revenue of reputation. Because we all know reputation isn't just vanity metrics. It's pure math that drives your client's bottom line. A massive Harvard Business School study literally proved this. They found that simply establishing an online presence leads to a 5 to 10% baseline increase in revenue. Just getting on the map unlocks trust. It's kind of wild when you think about it.
And look at this data. This really drives it home. These businesses were just bulk added by data providers. They didn't even optimize their profiles. And despite having lower ratings, they still saw a solid revenue bump compared to the businesses that stayed entirely offline. So existence literally equals revenue.
As Alfred Korzybski famously said, a map is not the territory. Think about that. Your client's physical, day-to-day service might be completely flawless, right? But their digital map is the only territory that Google, and by extension the customer, actually sees. If that map is blank, reality doesn't even matter.
Okay, moving to part two, the automation engine. How do we actually capture that revenue reliably? This is exactly where we separate the GoHighLevel amateurs from the absolute pros.
See, amateurs are out there manually blasting raw Google links to giant CSV files. It's chaotic, it's erratic, and the algorithms absolutely hate it. The professional architectural approach relies on precise timing. In GoHighLevel, it looks like this. A job complete tag triggers the system. But then, and this is key, there's a strict 60-minute wait step. That little bit of breathing room is absolutely crucial before the system automatically fires off a perfectly timed request.
Right, section 3. We really need to talk about the review gating trap. Because the old professional hack for generating reviews, it will completely destroy your agency today.
For years, the gold standard in the industry was review gating. We all used GoHighLevel's conditional logic to do it. If a customer clicked 4 or 5 stars, boom, they got routed to Google. If they clicked 1 to 3 stars, they got quietly diverted to some internal complaint form. It felt like a great shield at the time. But fast forward to 2026, and the FTC and Google consider this a highly deceptive practice.
The new architectural standard you have to adopt is equal access. Notice the compliant path here. You must ask every single customer for a review, completely unfiltered. That non-compliant path, using sentiment branches to hide unhappy customers, you need to rip that out of your workflows immediately.
Seriously? Relying on that outdated gating logic carries brutal consequences now. We're talking about clients facing AI-driven Google profile suspensions. And even worse, the FTC is actively issuing civil penalties up to $52,000 per violation just for suppressing negative feedback. No way is that worth the risk.
Let's move into part 4, email deliverability and trust. Because public reputation is entirely built on private back-end infrastructure.
This is the single biggest point of failure I see. You can have beautifully compliant workflows and the most highly converting templates in the world, but if your domain reputation is burnt to a crisp, nobody is ever going to see the request. Poor deliverability just totally breaks the engine.
It's like a credit score. Mailbox providers are scrutinizing you, demanding consistent volume and high engagement to prove you're an actual business and not a bot. If you just fire off hundreds of requests from an unwarmed, cold domain, you look exactly like a spammer to the algorithm. To survive this, you have got to build out a strict 4-week engagement-based warm-up schedule. It's non-negotiable. You start with a little 10-email handshake in week 1, and you slowly, carefully scale up to full capacity by week 4. Domain warm-up is foundational infrastructure now. Okay, finally, section 5, building compliant systems. Let's look at what actually works today.
Here is your 2026 Reputation Engine Blueprint. Number 1, authenticate your email records before you send a single message. Get your SPF, DKIM-I, and DMARC passports in order. Number 2, strip all that conditional sentiment logic out of your GoHighLevel workflows and just send unfiltered links to everyone. And finally, set up internal alerts so your team can respond to all feedback, especially the 1-star reviews, publicly within 24 hours.
So, I want you to audit your GoHighLevel workflows today. Check your triggers, verify your domain warm-up, and for the love of compliance, turn off those sentiment filters. Ask yourself, is your agency's architecture truly built on trust, or are you sitting on a trap? Fix the infrastructure first, and I promise you, the revenue will follow. Thanks for joining me on this explainer.